Good morning. Good morning. It is it's 3:02 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now. You know, lately, and by sheer mistake or accident, not mistake, by sheer accident, I stumbled across something that is very powerful. And I got to be honest, there was a gentleman I had ran into a couple years ago while I was going for my, you know, a lot of people don't know, I was going for my light pilot's license, and I was at Qatar, which is the, you know, the airport, the airplane hangar, and so happened my instructor was instructing this gentleman on how to fly his plane. He had a big double twin engine plane that he kept in the same hangar, but he didn't know how to fly. She was teaching him how to fly his plane. And I ended up befriending this individual, and he sent me a list. And to this day, I cannot find this list. But he sent me a list of books that he recommended highly that I read throughout my life. And I gotta believe that this book that I stumbled across, because I was looking for something completely different, I have to believe, because the title sounds familiar, that this is the book that he wanted me to read. And he wanted me to read it because he knew that I had sons. And he knew that the relationship between a father and his children is unlike any kind of relationship between a mother and her children. So I download the book, and I'm listening, and I'm reading it, and I'm studying it, and it's talking a lot about how when a parent denies their child the love they need, how when a parent denies their child the right to hear "I love you," or "you're great," or "you did good," how when that parent ultimately ends up dying and those words and those things were never said or did, how the child, while they may you know, look strong and stand upright, ultimately deep down inside of them, a part of them has died, and something that they can never get back, because the parent cannot come back and undo what has been done. And in listening to this and following this, you are able to grasp the fact that there's a lot of things that I must do in order to be a great parent. Not in terms of their friend, but in terms of being my kids' everything. You know, even my daughter, at some point in time when I walk her down the aisle and I give her over to another man, or when my oldest makes the decision to go into the Air Force, and I have to have a talk with him about, you're making a grown decision. You're making moves in a direction that are going to take you in different places. To prepare yourself, here's what you do. Now go and be great. Not taken away from the mother's role, because we know her role is irreplaceable. But bringing more so to the light the role of the man, which has been always so, it's been very undervalued. But in studying and reading this, I'm also learning that I am a victim of a father who will probably go to the grave without giving me what I need. I think the dope thing about learning especially learning in areas where you are weak at. It could give you some strength, give you some ability to be able to correct yourself in those areas. Economics, marriage, raising children, building a business, speaking another language. And in hearing this and understanding this and accepting and adopting the theories and the philosophies are enlightening on a whole nother level. Because at the end of the day, even though, let's say, you know, you can't get it, you can't get back what you've already lost, but let's say going forward that you have a lot of power. See, I might not correct it with my dad. It might get corrected. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I'm not in control. All I'm in control over is if I call and say, hey, I love you, or I send a message, hey, I love you, or I can do what I can do. But you can't make somebody learn to love you back, because maybe they never received that. So what I can do going forward to break that chain, and not just with me, but I have two brothers that are fathers, that we could do something new. And spearhead a different initiative, a better challenge, create a better direction. But you can't just sit back and hope that things change. I've rarely seen things change. I've rarely seen that a passive, mamby-pamby, I'm not gonna move, lazy, I'm not gonna do nothing mentality. I've never seen it do or change anything. So if you want it to change, you have to make it change. And if you don't know how, then you got to get on your knees, pray, and it'll come to you. Simple as that.